Commissioner Cox of the Boston Police Department not only lied, but he also now doubled down on the fact that he has absolutely no idea who Kelly Dever is, and he has never heard of the Karen Read trial. Let's talk about it, folks. You must follow the law. The law says...
Glorious. Is it a lawsuit? Probably. Why not?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up, It's the Law with attorney Larry Foreman. Folks, please excuse me, I have not released a video for the last couple of days. I have been busy in trial prep. I actually tried a case yesterday in Hardin County, Kentucky, where my client was charged with not one, not two, not three, but 6 separate offenses, including DUI, obstructing government operations, reckless driving, and so on and so forth. We got pretty much a dismissal, not guilty, across the board from the jury, so you can imagine how ecstatic and happy I am to be once again in my recording studio recording these videos with a victory, another victory under my belt. And by the way, it was actually a 3-word verdict because the jury only took 15 minutes to acquit my client of all charges, save for 2, because he had no insurance and failed to notify the Department of Transportation of his address change, and we didn't really have a defense to it, so they gave him a little bit of a fine and sent him on his way. My client is ecstatic. He was looking at a year in jail, and we couldn't be prouder. So if you need a lawyer, feel free to call us. We also do personal injury, obviously 1-844-774-HURT, as you all know, but let's talk about Coxie. Commissioner Cox. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? I mean, Jackson's letter, we went over it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in the playlist and I can tell you, we talked about the scathing letter that Alan Jackson has written. Michelle Wu, the mayor, actually she was just reelected because she ran unopposed. He wrote an absolutely devastating, scathing letter to her saying that, look, your commissioner needs to be put on the Brady list because not only is he lying, he is doubling down, he is maintaining his lie, he's trying to claim that, look, don't worry about it, this is not your problem, I'm not going to be answering any more questions. Listen to his latest antics. Check this out.
But what I need, it's not to be asked this question ever again because it hasn't pertained anything to do with the police department.
So rather than saying, I did not have anything to do with it, no, stop asking. I'm tired of listening to this question. It has nothing to do with my job. A former employee of mine whom I lied about. My lie, forget about it. That was yesterday. I'm telling you, this guy literally is the embodiment of my ex in male form. I swear to God, it is one of the most abhorrent behaviors of a commissioner. It's not just, listen, I did not do this, which would be an interesting defense because we all know that you did because we have evidence, we have a paper trail of her being in your office. Hello? Really? You're just gonna keep doubling down? Okay, all right. But to be like, listen, this has nothing to do with the police department, this has nothing to do with my duties, stop asking! What?
My condolences to the O'Keefe family for what they've gone through, and because we did lose the department member. But outside of that, this has nothing to do with us, and I'm not going to speak on this again.
This has nothing to do with us, and I'm not going to speak on this again. Stop asking questions. I mean, the level of narcissism and Darvoing here is staggering because he knows he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He knows that he is guilty. He knows that he lied, and he lied again, and now he's like, listen, I know I lied. Stop pestering me. Forget the fact that I'm being paid by the taxpayers, and the taxpayers who pay my salary are asking me questions about something that I have done and lied about. Yeah, stop asking. I'm tired of giving you answers to stupid questions that I don't like answering. Bro, you served the public. We've been over this. You serve the people. You're supposed to, at the very least. Clearly, you're not good at your job, which means that you need to be replaced. Now, we talked about this before. Michelle Wu is not going to do anything about it. She's not going to take any action over it. She's not going to try and remove him. God forbid. I mean, they're all in the same boat together on all of this. And it blows my mind, folks. It blows my mind that you can have a man in power in a position of power, and a woman in a position of power, and they're just gonna let it slide. When a woman, a completely 100% innocent woman, has been acquitted not once but twice. Twice she has been acquitted of a multitude of her charges. And the second time actually acquitted across the board. And we always talk about this, convicted of a DUI, who cares? When she was looking at murder, serving possible life imprisonment, years and years and years, the majority of the rest of her natural born life would be spent behind bars. And now she's a free woman. And all he cares about, my condolences to the O'Keeffes. You know, when you say it like that, it doesn't mean anything, Coxie. It doesn't mean anything. You belong to the people. Hopefully, the people will tear you apart because you cannot continue to get away with this. This is completely inappropriate. The corruption goes so deep in the Boston Police Department. We're starting to see more and more. And of course, with the Brian Walsh case around the corner, which I'm very excited to be covering on this channel as soon as it begins. This is being recorded on November the 6th of 2025. So I imagine the trial will begin, I think, on the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. So in about a week and a half, we're going to have our opening statements, or at least I imagine we'll probably start with jury selection and then opening statements. Is that's how trials go, Larry. Come on. And we're going to have the same players. Remember, we're going to have Proctor and Buchanan and all those guys, and a few new faces. We've covered, if you have not seen the preliminary hearing, or a hearing, it wasn't a preliminary hearing, but one of the hearings that was done in the Brian Walsh case where a bunch of people testified about the unlawful searches of the phones, is how they found out that Brian Walsh was, trying to figure out, using his kid's iPad to search for how to essentially hide and get rid of a body. Atrocious stuff. But regardless, it's happening in Massachusetts. It's happening with a corrupt police department. And I'm very much looking forward to examining that case and seeing where it is all going to go, as I'm sure all of you are. Of course, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Folks, it's going to be interesting. I am very much looking forward to the Brian Walsh case. We're going to be on the lookout for any other trials that may be coming up. Don't forget to, in the comments below, let me know what sort of trials you want me to cover that are coming up, that are interesting. I'm always open to suggestions because right now we are covering the Raul Valle case up in Connecticut that resulted in a not guilty on the main murder charge and a hung jury on the rest of the charges. He has another week or so to find a new attorney, I believe, for his retrial because his previous attorney, either he couldn't afford him or he left for whatever reason. So we're going to continue with that. And yeah, anytime there's going to be an update, I do have one more Karen Read video in the hopper for you, which is going to be released over the next few days, maybe even tomorrow. And yeah, I'm really excited to keep churning and keep releasing content for you folks. So like I said, as always, as I say, I love you all. I hope you all learned something. And this Commissioner Cox, man, I can't. Oh, how is that man still in power? I will never understand. But whatever. It is what it is. This is what we got to deal with. Corrupt police departments with corrupt individuals running them. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.